It's my birthday today, which is very exciting because I said on my birthday I was going to answer my most asked questions that I get, and I'm going to put it into a video. So today is the day. I'm Jane Stoller. I'm a life biz organizer, and I'm so glad you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, please hit the bell below to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. I'm going to jump right into this video. It's a little bit different than the other ones I usually do where I give quick organizing and decluttering tips. But again, today I'm just answering my most asked questions. The first one that I get here, I have them in front of me, the most ones that I've gotten. I did a poll again last week on my Instagram too. How do I make money? A lot of people are curious. Some people are scared to ask. I guess on Instagram it's a little bit easier to ask, but I've had to work hard with my relationship with money over the past, my whole life. Especially, I believe we need to have this conversation more. And as women entrepreneurs, we need to help each other and support each other in terms of sharing how much money we make and making sure we're not underpaid. So when I used to work in corporate, I used to get one large check every month that was very consistent. They never missed a payment. But now I'm totally in charge of my income. As an entrepreneur, this can be an exciting thing because you can give yourself raises every day, or you might not know where your next dime is coming from. So it's a risk and reward system. For myself, I have multiple income streams now. I make a lot of my money from writing and selling my books, my products, my workshops, my speaking events. I also have a few investment incomes, properties that I also get money from when I'm not, on the side things. Also making money from consulting projects that I still do, and even though they're not advertised on here, a lot of work as well and teaching I do. It's not just workshops, but also at a Canadian university. So all of that is multiple streams of income. And one of the books I read by Nicole Lapin, Rich Bitch, talks about if you want to be a millionaire, you have to have 7 streams of income. And I've had this in my mind and as a goal for so long. And I always kind of keep on my vision board those 7 streams of income, sometimes it's even more, but it can be some of them little chunks and some of them bigger. But again, as an entrepreneur, it's not consistent. So I really need to make sure that my spending also matches and that I'm using that to reinvest in my business. So that's how I make money. Another question here that I always get is, am I a travel blogger or a blogger? I do blog tips every week on my YouTube channel here and on my website, and I'm giving tips on my books. So I would consider myself an organizing and decluttering blogger. Yes, I love sharing my advice and tips, and hopefully if it inspires one person or makes one person more efficient or more organized, I'm really happy. I'm not a travel blogger. I don't blog on other items. Sometimes I'll say what I like, what I'm wearing, or a product that I like, just because I like to share that and people are curious sometimes, or I find it helpful when people that I follow give those tips and whatnot. But I don't, I'm not a travel blogger. I do travel a lot for business and pleasure, but again, there's no perks on that other than I get my work and get to meet more people while traveling. Another side note, I'm terrified of flying, so I try not to travel that much, only if it's gonna help a lot of people or inspire or be a purpose and meaning behind it. And with your own business, I'm so happy that I can do that now. Some other questions that I get, and another plug for one of my products, a travel scale. If you had to organize Jane, I never leave home without it, so I can weigh my suitcase with my carry-on, which I usually only bring. But if I have to bring another suitcase, I use that as well. So travel scale at Organized Jane. Why do you need to hire people? People have asked me. I need to hire people because I can't do everything on my own. My strengths are really, being in front of people, sharing my advice and working one-on-one or on projects and business processes and getting things streamlined. And that's my strength. My strength is not on social media or writing or articles or whatnot. So I get help with those things. I love writing my ideas in, but I need someone to help refine it or edit it. So that's where I need help, and I need to hire people for that. Also for, outsourcing, my daily tasks or, and on engagement on social media. That's not my strength, so I hire that out. Again, I say you work on your strengths and hire out what you can't do. As you're starting your business, maybe there's not enough cash flow yet, but there's lots of sites like Upwork and Fiverr where you can get digital assistance as well. Are you married? No, I'm not married yet. I don't know how that relates to organizing, but if you are in a relationship, married or not, making sure those habits that you have can help benefit your partner is also great. And I do a lot of one-on-one coaching and training with couples as well on how to get over this. And in Decluttering for Dummies, I talk about how to help your partner see the benefits of being decluttered. I also get questions on how can you be a minimalist but love shopping? For me, minimalism means something different than it means to somebody else. Whatever I bring into my life, it brings me joy and I use it. If it doesn't, I get rid of it. That can mean I can have as many pairs of shoes as I want as long as I use them and they bring me purpose and joy. Being a minimalism does not mean you have to live like, with a couch and one plate, or only have your laptop in your office. But I think that minimalism and decluttering means whatever you do have in your spaces, they are what you need for that time. And if you don't need them anymore, you get rid of them. That's my view on minimalism. So those were my top answered questions. I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer your question or if theirs are boring, but I hope it just gave you a little bit more insight into a lot of the questions people always ask me. So again, I'm Jane Stoller. If you link below, you'll get my free downloadable closet guide. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. So I'll be back to my regular scheduled tips. Thanks and see you again.